Hi guys, Will from Holdfast Marine, your local boat shop. Coming up next is day 4 of the Mandalorin Blaster Build. The original intro that I shot, I said day 3, so you'll see me wearing the same hat, but a different shirt, and obviously I'll be in my shop and not in my kitchen. Let's get started, guys.
Well, we got about a foot of the white stuff out there. Yay, snow. I love these little candy fruit wedges. It's so bad for you, which is why I'm fat. So last night, I ended the video because I had a kid coming to pick up a boat. He showed up a couple hours late, so I kept working and got some black paint on the Mando Blaster. And it looks okay. Not great. I mean, this would be great for cosplay because you're really only going to see that sticking out of the holster. But, I mean, I think it will look better, once the grips are attached. That adds a little bit of color contrast and we weather it up a little bit. But here's the thing. I got to put all these other little nubbies on, the trigger, the cleaning rod, all that stuff. And I'm not quite ready for that. I want to give this a light sanding with like maybe 600, just really lightly over most of the flat surfaces to try and get some of this orange peel off. And then I'm probably going to try and airbrush some black back onto here, even though this is kind of shiny. It still might. This is just too shiny for me. I don't know. It'd be nice to be able to ask you guys what you thought right here and right now, but I can't. So yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna give this a quick little sanding and this build haunts my dreams. I hate this company that made this. I'm sure you guys are wonderful people and you make some really cool stuff, but this is not cool. I just went in to fit the flash hider onto the barrel because I had to, sand down where the paint was thick, and it literally, it cracked under the paint. The whole little print, and then this piece came off the back and that just came off. So now I get to sand this down. It's got clear coat on it. It's got all kinds of stuff on it. I don't know how easy, for fuck's sake. See, this is what happens not only in my, trying to make cool stuff, but also happens in my day-to-day business where I start second-guessing my life choices. I wasn't expecting this to crack. I'm like rage sanding right now. Yeah, was not expecting this to crack when I kind of dry fit everything. It wasn't until I, put a little force onto it that working on a Mandalorin Blaster, putting a little force on it. I don't have a machinist block here. Well, I do have one here, but I don't have one on this table. But now I gotta see this edge. I don't even know what that is. I want to try and flatten this out a little bit. I don't know. It just doesn't seem like this was very well thought out, you know? Whatever. So, back to the drawing board. This paint is nice and, you know, sort of dry. I mean, I still have to assemble this. I have to clear coat it. I have to weather it. I don't know if maybe I should take this home with me tonight and work on it at home. I kind of don't want to do that because when I'm home, I'm home. If it makes any sense to anybody out there.
Hey everybody, just sitting in my chair here. Do you guys like my tree? It's a pretty one. I am editing part 4 right now, and I hate it. I hate the whole thing. So you're gonna see kind of an abrupt stop to the video because it is just fraught with all kinds of problems. Paint. I don't normally edit out stuff, but this is just kind of drawing on and being awful. It's just not a good video. It's not good. So I am I'm stopping the video here, and we're going to pick up with day 4 part 2, but you're going to hear me say day 4 part, or day 3 part 2. The frustration was just really getting to me. It was overwhelming me. So forgive me and enjoy the second half of this video.
Hi everybody, part 2 of day 3, which is actually day 4. The grips dried, they're on there. I mean, now that I'm looking at it again, it doesn't look so bad. I think I can hide 90% of this with the weathering. So now, today's project is to glue this stuff together, get this painted in some silver. I'm going to forego the Malto, and I'm just going to use this Tester's. This is, the color of this is silver, metal silver. We'll use that. I'm probably going to add another coat of yellow onto this little holder. And then we've got this and this are done. Yeah, and that's kind of what I'm going to do. I want to mix up a little black and get into this little area on the airbrush, but I may also just weather that. I don't know if I'm going to get to the weathering today because my wife wants to go do stuff because it's her day off. So I'm going to get as much done as I can today so that I can clear coat it, and then do the weathering. So, and I'll probably end up doing the weathering tomorrow afternoon. I still don't know when my friend is coming, but hopefully it's not tomorrow afternoon. But so here we go. We've got our reference material all right there and ready to go. Yeah. So I'm gonna jump right into this. Alrighty, I've got the little magazine on. I've got whatever the heck that thing is. We got the safety, and then that thing on there. Of course, had some issues. The zip kicker didn't really affect the brown paint, but it pretty well dulled the black. I don't know. I can't win with this. I need to just stick to boats, pretty much. So now I'm gonna paint this guy with the silver. Okie dokie. So we're gonna mix up some of this silver, which is not a awful paint as far as I'm concerned. I did my tester's thinner came in, which is good, so I can thin this out nicely. Let's get to it. Oh my god, that looks awful! It just looks terrible. I can't even begin to say how terrible this looks. Hey! Cucaracha! And the print is cracking. Great. Yay. I'm coating the whole inside of this with super glue because it's cracking. Well, it still looks like shit, but let's see what happens. Let me airbrush it up. It's not too shabby. I don't really like doing this anymore. I thought this was going to be like a super fun thing, and it'll be such a fun little project, and this is not really fun for me anymore. It's more like I just, I gotta get it done, I gotta get it done, and that's when, projects lose their luster. When we get on this, get it done stuff, they definitely lose their luster, or the excitement of it all kind of goes away. If you don't have a good pocket knife, I highly recommend you pick up a pocket knife. This is a Leatherman Skeletool. I love it because it's got the knife on the outside, it's got pliers, and it even has little bit attachments for flat or Phillips head or Torx drivers or whatever you want. I really do love airbrushing. I will not lie. I think airbrushing is super fun, and I just really, really like it. All right, got the shroud there. I guess I gotta be pretty careful about how I touch this. I'm wondering. All right, so I'm gonna attempt to move this sandpaper so that if I put this thing down, it doesn't get all awful. So I'm gonna get some super glue up in here. Okay. And then, very carefully, oh, good, a thumbprint. Fan-fucking-tastic. Love it. Ah! Can you believe that shit? Well, now we're angry. Like, I'm trying to get So I am not a happy camper, as you can imagine. That was terrible. I got some super glue on there to hold it, but that has now wrecked the paint. So what I'm going to try and do is mix up some of this 60-second epoxy and just kind of goo it in there. And kind of see what happens with that. And maybe this epoxy will hold it. I mean, we went from something kind of cool to something that now looks like a child has made it. And I don't know how to fix this, guys. I hate all of this. I hate it all. Yeah, I hate all of this. All of it. I hate it all. I don't want to do this anymore. I should have just spent some money and bought him a real one. Made out of aluminum or something. And I have to try and figure out how to do this without getting super glue all over everything. Oh my god! Did I mention how much I hate this yet? Because I do. I hate this. I hate all of it. I hate it all. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Hate it. Hate it. H-A-T-E. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. Hate it. All right. Well, that's on there now. So, well, I've got some paint in this airbrush. Look at that. Just going to go ahead and touch up all the spots I fucked up. I can't believe I'm still filming this. Well, after screaming, swearing, running, throwing, all kinds of stuff, we've got this. I had to repaint that back to black because it looked like shit because it had fingerprints all over it because silver paint fucking sucks. But the rest of it looks pretty good. Like, I'm pretty happy with that, you know. I'm not too upset by it. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna put this in the oven and let it dry for a little bit while I clean up the airbrush, and then I guess before I leave tonight, I'll get some clear coat on this. That's the plan. So see you in a minute. All right, well, I got some clear coat on this bitch, and I'm not gonna touch it at all. It doesn't look awful. I mean, dear Lord, please don't let me drop this. A little shinier than I really wanted it to be. That's okay. It's very Star Warsy looking. The barrel shroud up here, I've decided I'm just going to go full rub and buff on it. It's got enough black on there so that it'll look dirty. Why would that be shiny and silver? It'll be dirty. Same thing around the here. I don't know if I put it in the video, so if I did, I'll edit this out. But I put some 60-second epoxy all inside of this because if you were to drop this, that will break off. You know, even throwing it on your couch, that's going to break because this from here back is what I think is a decent print, just not very smooth. But from here forward is awful. It's hollow. I've been doing a lot of reading on 3D printing because I kind of just want to buy my own 3D printer so I can make my own shit. But yeah, so from here to here is just abysmal. It's awful. Let's rub and buff. Let's rub and buff stuff. Not bad though. Let's see what this probably this little guy would have something on him there, right? Oh, it gets everywhere, doesn't it? Oh my god. Okay. Looks like we made a mess there. I'm not liking how the barrel is coming out here, but I didn't like that before, so. Does that look stupid? No, you guys tell me. Look, guys, nobody watches these videos. Kind of want a little bit more on the barrel shroud there. I'll put this up here. Oops. Boy, that comes out quick, huh? Gee willikers. I mean, this stuff gets everywhere. I hope I'm not getting it all over me. Nice. I kind of like how the barrel looks. I mean, that looks pretty good, except for the awfulness of the printing in there, but, you know. It's going to be a pretty worn, scratched up area anyway, the barrel. Let's see. Man. You think about it in terms of like how a firearm operates, you know, your safety and your hammer are going to have the most wear on it, and then the other spots are going to be where it's going, you know, in and out of a holster, I guess. I just hate, I mean, I guess I can just weather that up with some other stuff, but I mean, I don't hate this now that I'm seeing it. Looks pretty good. I'm in the wood shop now because it's honestly it's a little warmer in here. And we've got the blaster is all with the rubbing, buffing stuff and puffing stuff. Now I'm going to kind of come in and we'll do the weathering. And this is what I like doing this. Who doesn't like doing this, right? This is fun. I don't know what happened. The camera just kind of shut off. But I've been going in and with the different colors here, just kind of, you know, weathering this up a little bit, getting some dirt and grime, or, you know, I like to sometimes take another brush and go in and, you know, really work it in there. You know, sometimes you got to get into these little areas and pull a lot of it back, but that's okay. I wish I looked, and I don't have enough Q-tips to do this and finish my other projects I have going on. So I want to definitely get, you know, there is some truth to randomizing weathering. And, you know, I am not the expert to come to when it comes to weathering. There's so many more, I think, skilled people out there that are not me, but are, you know, skilled in weathering and whatnot. And so I would, if it was me, I would search out those people, those highly skilled individuals. If you're just watching this to watch a guy screw his life up, then this is the channel for you. That's a good first weathering pass, I think. It's definitely dirtier than it was. I am going to go get, however, ladies and gentlemen, look at what just happened, just by laying it down on the table. I'm going to need a minute. Okay, I was able to get some super glue on there and then filled the whole thing in there with some 60-second epoxy. So I'm assuming I can get back to weathering. Because I'm going to tell you that that blaster almost went flying across the shop. So I went and got a couple of little bit better brushes, a couple of acid brushes, which I really like acid brushes. For this, because I just want to get just a little bit more kind of dirt, and I brought a clean brush just to kind of do that. Little trick I picked up from a friend of mine, just using a, you know, semi-dry brush and going in and kind of, you take the semi-dry brush and just kind of, it's just like using a rag, you know, but it's, you know, more directional. Not too bad, huh?
Because this video is kind of coming to a close, I just really want to thank everybody for watching. This was by far one of the hardest projects I've ever done in my shop.
That's ready for the silver screen. Pew 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 pew. I think we're gonna call that good. Whoop. Pretty dirty up here, but that's just because I had to cover up my mistakes. That's still a little wet. So that's it for the Mandalorin Blaster Dinjarin's 3D print from 3D Cauldron. Again, 3D Cauldron. Where are you? 3D Cauldron. From here, back, here, forward, shit. I would highly recommend you print these together, and at least the barrel assembly together. That's my suggestion. Who am I? I don't know. But I'll take a few photos of this so that we can put them up. And thank you all for watching. And I keep looking at the wrong side. Thank you all for watching. Have a very Merry Christmas. And we will see you guys. I don't know if I'm ever going to do one of these builds again, but if you subscribe to the page, you'll see all kinds of other fun stuff that I'm doing. But again, thank you everybody for watching. Very, very Merry Christmas. If you liked the video, please subscribe, like, and comment. You can follow my Facebook page or my Instagram page at @HoldFastMarine for pretty much everything. Thank you guys so much. See you all in probably 2021. We'll see you next time.